Welcome to Pavithra Laptop Care. So today's topic is PWM section. So what is that PWM? What it does? How can we get it? And what are the difference between DC and PWM section? So today we will discuss about PWM section. See, in this motherboard, so what will be the 19 volts path? In DSO, if we check in DSO, so how it looks, see, I'll show you. I'm connecting the supply. Now this is 19 volts path. Okay, here it's a 19.7 volts. See, this is the 19 volts path. This is DC, pure DC. Okay, pure or mixed, whatever it may be, it's actually DC volts. So now the PWM section output, how it will be, how it looks like. See, for example, in this motherboard, this is the 5 volt section and this is 3 volt section. If we check the output of this 3 volt section, it looks like this. Okay, this is 3.5 is showing, actually it's a 3.3 volts. And here the 5 volt section. 5 volt section, it looks like this. But this one is after the card. This is final output. But before, the PWM section output looks like this. See, this is 5 volts, but the thing is PWM section looks like this. See how it occurs. I mean, how it produces like this, and what is the use of these pulses. So here we got 5 volt section, right? 5 volts DC. But what will be the input? Input is 19.5 volts, approximate 20 volts. Okay, how the 19.5 volts will convert to 5 volts or 3.3 volt section? So that one we will discuss thoroughly. Okay, I will disconnect this. So we will discuss through a notebook. The topic is PWM section. What are the abbreviation? How many of you know? This one is pulse width modulation. PWM. What it means? The pulse, how it looks, this is called pulse. Okay, the width in the sense it's a size of on condition and the size of off condition. This is called width. This one is time delay, this is a time, and this one is voltage. So what voltage we are giving to the motherboard? Here it's a 19.5 or 20 volts. Right, in practically I showed you in the motherboard we are giving 19.5 or 20 volts. Okay, this is one section. This is called pulse width modulation. Modulation in the sense variations. Okay, what about DC? This is PWM. DC is a time delay. It's a time, it's a graph actually, it's a 19.5. The DC will be here. If it is a 19.5, it will be looks like this, straight line. Okay, assume this one is 20 volts and here it's 19.5 volts. See, this 19 will be the input of this particular section. We need to step down it, so we need to convert to 5 volts. So for this process we will use the PWM section tricks. Using this PWM tricks, we will convert this 19.5 volts to 5 volts or 3.3 volts or 1 volts or 1.05 volts or 1.5 volts and so on. This is how it works. General instructions now I will give, and practically how it looks like. So that also I will show you. See, basically from year to year, it's called a cycle. Okay, this is called a pulse. This is a pulse, but year to year we call it as a cycle. Okay, in sinusoidal wave, in AC form you look like this, right? You already seen up to year it will be a cycle, year to year. Okay, see, this is a pulse. Now, for example, we will take a load. Okay, here we will give a supply to a bulb through a resistor. Okay, here the voltage is 19.5, this is a plus and this is minus. If we give a voltage to the loop, the bulb will glow. The voltage across this bulb will be 19.5 volts continuously. If we give the DC volts, it looks like this. See, this is the voltage we are giving. In case if we put a switch here, okay, if it is an open condition, then it will be in off condition. Okay, in case if we combine this, it will be on condition. Okay, see, now we'll put it as a open condition. Now then there will be no voltage and it will be in straight line, right? There will be no voltage. When we connect the switch, then this 19 volts straight line will occur. Till what time? Unless we remove, we switch off the circuit, till the time it will glow. This bulb will glow. See, till this time. Generally, I'll take a new one. See, for example, this is the time I told, it's 0.5 milliseconds. Okay, 0.1 second I will take. So 1 second. Till 1 second, if it is on, so then pulse will be like this. It's a 19.5 volts. This is 0 volts. This is called duty cycle. Duty cycle in the sense till how many time it will be on, the time. That's called working time is called duty cycle. So when we will open the switch, when we will turn it off, then it will come to the 0 position. Till this time it was in on condition, right? So that's called duty cycle. When we disconnect the circuit through this open switch, so then it will be off condition. Again we will leave for 1 second in off condition. It will be in off condition. When again we close this circuit, then again the duty cycle will start, right? Till on until this open circuit, it will be working condition, it will be glowing condition, right? See, it's on, off. But the thing is, see what voltage we have given here, 19.5 volts, but the bulb was on till 1 second, and again till 1 second it was in off condition, till 1 second it was in on condition. If we do like this, the total voltage of across this, the average voltage across this bulb is, we calculate as average voltage will be half of this. Half of this, for example, if it is a 20 volts, it will be 10 volts. Like that, we will convert the higher voltage to lower voltage. Finally, we put a coil. The output will be, it allows DC, right? So output will be this condition. So now you understood, I think so. See, this is called 100% duty cycle. If we reduce this 100% to 50%, then 50% will be in off condition and 50% will be in on condition. It means exact half, right? So then the voltage will be 10 volts. Just example, we will take one more example. If the duty cycle will be 25%, okay, then this is the off condition will be 75%. Again, the duty cycle will be 25%. If you do like this, the 19.5 volts will become to 25%, means approximate 5 volts. The average of this particular on condition will be 5 volts. So like this we can reduce the pulse. The duty cycle depends on duty cycle. This average voltage we can calculate. The pure DC we will get in step down IC as a 5 volts or 3.3 volts, or earlier I said it's 1 volts, 1.5 volts, so on, 1.2 volts and so on. Now you understood, I think so. See, here is the MOSFETs. Using these MOSFETs, how we will convert this pulse, using this pulse we will convert to reduced voltage. How we will do that thoroughly I will explain you.